Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 111 and just now it has flipped over to 12 PM BST on the 14th of July. Are we in July? Hang on. Yes, we're in July. So that means the bidding has now closed in our Storage Wars area. So we're now going to go through and we're going to see who has won each one of the storage containers. So the first one is Impulse. Impulse, congratulations, you have got this first one here. Number 2 has been won by Exumavoid, so I'll chuck that sign out the front too. Number 3 had some fairly fierce bidding, but it looks like it has been won by Rendog, with a fairly enormous bid, by the way. Good grief. Oh my word. Scar has won number 4 with what can only be described as being a ridiculous bid. 128 diamonds. Okay, so this is property of Scar now. And this final one, by the looks of it, has been won by Joe Hills with another absolutely enormous bid. Good grief. So what I've done now is I've removed all of the remaining bids, so only the successful ones have been left on the inside of the barrels. So now the players have to come along, they have to match the number of tokens they've put in with their actual diamond quantity, and then they can gain access to their little storage containers. And with all the gravel removed from the walls, the people can now see exactly what they have purchased with their hard-earned diamonds. Oh man, there is going to be some very happy faces when they see what they've managed to get, and also some slightly disappointed hermits too. So thanks again to everyone who got involved. It was really cool to see a bunch of the hermits come over and actually place the bids and join in the fun. It's crazy to see how fast things escalate. I mean, look at this. Okay, Scar bought this. He's bought this for 2 stacks of diamonds. I don't know what to say. As a complete side note, I don't know if you can tell, but my illness seems to have returned again. I'm super nasally and super throaty, squeaky. I don't know how to describe it. And Joe has come straight in and he's pocketed his collection of paintings. he's done. I'm not sure if he's read the signs at the back though. I mean, this is a Vincent van Gogh collection, and yeah, Vincent van Gogh is far less popular than this Van Gogh. It's worth nothing. I don't know if anyone's going to tell him that, but I do currently have 84 of his diamonds in my inventory, so to avoid being beaten up, I think I'm going to leave this place fairly sharpish. I mean, he seems happy with his purchase, so I suppose, that's good. I don't know if he's lost the plot or not. 3 days later, I have been away a little while once again to work on that Minecraft Earth video, which I just want to say, huge thank you for the incredibly positive response to it. I'm so glad to see that everyone enjoyed it, and yes, Minecraft Earth does look very interesting, but I have been AFK for... I've done a little bit of AFKing in the time, and I've come... What? Hang on, what? So I've got a potato in my inventory. Hi Mumbo, you have been potatoed. That means you have had the hot potato thrown in your inventory without you noticing. This is a new game invented by me, the Green Menace. Since you have the hot potato, you must do the punishment on it. Your punishment is this. In your next episode, you must do your introduction in another language. You could choose any language you want. You must now get rid of the hot potato. To do this, you must sneak it into someone else's inventory without them noticing. AFK players are easy targets. Here's the twist. You can write your own punishment on the potato for the hermit to do. For example, give me 10 diamonds. However, if you are caught in the moment of potatoing someone, the punishment will backfire and you must perform the punishment and start over. If you fail, you must make a new punishment and find a new target after you've done the backfire punishment. This game is simple. Really, I promise. Good luck. You can target any hermit, even the person who got you. Get creative, but be prepared for it all to go wrong. Grian. I've just edited the book. I apologise, Grian, but I'm going to leave it. That sounds... Well, I'm going to have to start learning a language. I don't... That's a ridiculous punishment. In fact, let me know down in the comment section what language you think I should do my intro in. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's lots of them, so I can't wait to see what you think I should be doing. And I've just realised that I didn't even have any of my farms on while I was AFK, so it was all totally pointless. Anyway, there is actually stuff that I want to do in today's Hermitcraft episode, so maybe we should start working on some projects and things. And oh my word, so doing that storage wars thing, totally, look how few diamonds I have. I'm down to 3 stacks and 31. Sahara, start making profit, please, soon, quickly. Anyway, my plan for today's Hermitcraft episode is really quite simple. I don't know if you can tell, but I've kind of been between projects at this point in time. With Sahara finished, a lot of the industrial district kind of getting finished as well. I've been meaning to get something really big to work on, and that thing that I wanted to focus on was villagers. There's loads of new villager game mechanics involved. I wanted to make villager breeders, I want to make villager trading halls, I want to go ham with it, but they keep changing things. So we are currently playing in Minecraft 1.14.2, and the villager breeding mechanics and trading mechanics are totally different in this version of the game to Minecraft 1.14.4. So we're kind of in a bit of a limbo stage at this point in time, but I thought I'd just forget all of that and start work on building up some of the infrastructure. So, this building right here is eventually going to be converted into my villager breeder, making use of Impulse SV's new design, which is very similar to this, but it will have an extra module off to one side with some beds and everything in it, and that's where our villagers are going to be dropping through. We are then going to take those villagers and we're going to move them underneath the ground into a really big villager trading hall that is going to be underneath my base. I've been standing around fanning about for about an hour and a half doing absolutely nothing. This is a really weird project for me because I'm preparing for something that I don't really know how it's going to work just yet, and it's all subject to change. It's all very scary, so I thought to start things off, obviously we're going to need to clear out some kind of area, and I thought it would be smart to actually run some beacons up through the center of my base. Now we can't do one beacon through the center because there's loads of soul sand and things in the way, so I thought we would have 4. Let's have 4 beacons running up through the center of my base. So I've made sure that they have a clear run all the way through. The only thing that's in the way is the big old cracked egg that I have at the top here. This was it definitely caught me off guard. I didn't really know what to expect when I broke into the egg. I wasn't really expecting chickens and ice to explode out the bottom of it. On the topic of that, actually, I probably need to feed Fedora again. I'm a terrible chicken owner. Minecraft 1.14 has this really annoying thing where if you're mining out blocks on a pillar, you get pushed out sometimes. I wonder if this is them trying to make you use scaffolding as opposed to just pillaring up. You know, I'm actually quite excited to see how this looks once we've done it. Having the beacons going up through the center of my base, right the way up through the snowball and everything, actually could end up being like a nice detail. It could really bring it all together. The only thing that we do need to do is we actually need to fight the withers. Well, I say fight the withers, we need to kill the withers. I've got, I think, about 100 wither skulls, thanks to Iskal, but no beacons at this point in time. I am, for some reason, absolutely terrified that they have patched this in Minecraft 1.14 without telling anyone. It seems like we could be safe. I don't know what I'd do if we're not. Except I didn't get I didn't get another star. What's that all about? Let's see what happens here then. Look, so I'm killing the wither, killing the wither, killing the wither. That time I got one. I wonder where that other one's gone then. That's really annoying. Oh well, as I say, I've got loads of wither skeleton skulls, so we just grabbed another one and fought another wither. And this is now looking pretty cool, and also I am fully decked out. We have got speed 2, we have got jump boost 2, we have got resistance 2, and also haste 2 in all areas of the base. Not bad at all, my friends. So this is the size of the area that I need to clear out. Obviously, it's going to be a lot deeper than this, but we go this far back and this far across. I don't know how far down. I mean, it depends how big I want this trading hall to be. I think I want it to be mega. Now obviously the big limiting factor here is the fact that my pickaxe keeps running out of durability. So as you can see with my inventory, I have brought a full army of pickaxes. I'm going to repair all of them, and hopefully we should only need to do just like a few stints of this, and then we'll be able to clear out the entire space. But it is a lot bigger than I expected, by the way. Our first layer is now all fully cleared. So this is how big the space actually is, now that we can see it all laid out. This is basically the full kind of width of the island. So if you imagine the island is on top of this, that corner there, that is one edge of the island, that kind of skims the surface of that edge, and then that catches the surface, and then this side is a tiny bit bigger, so it kind of pushes out like this. But yeah, we're basically taking up all the space underneath this thing, so it's very important that we do this correctly. Now, we still need to go quite a decent length of blocks down underneath, so I think it might be best to do this in the form of a third-person time-lapse. Now, during this time-lapse, I thought I would talk to you about two things. Number one is about the latest film on the filming channel. The Rack Pack film has finally released. I just want to say a massive thank you for the hugely positive response that we received on it. It's been wonderful reading through all your messages. I'm so glad to see that everyone has really enjoyed it, and you can see the amount of hard work that went into it. It's been great, and obviously there'll be links to that in the description, on the screen, on the end screen, all that nonsense. But then also, I thought I'd mention the Minecraft Earth thing that we did. Now, that was all super last minute. So we actually got asked on Thursday if we wanted to come up to London on Saturday to try it out. And obviously I was like, yes, that sounds amazing. And then they said that the embargo for videos that you want to record on that day will be lifted on Monday. And you know, when they invited me, I hadn't even thought about filming it, but as soon as they started talking about embargoes and things, I was like, it might be worth me actually doing some filming here so that I can kind of show off my first impression. So as I say, I got in touch with my friend Josh, who at the last minute, I was like, can you please help me just do some extra filming, you know, just try your best to follow me around with the camera. He did a fantastic job, I think we can all agree. And yeah, we managed to capture the experience. I'm really proud of how the video turned out. I think it does a great job of showing Minecraft Earth, at least from a first impression standpoint, and I think yeah, it just kind of captured the essence quite nicely, and I thought the response was mad. Views wise, I mean, it got nearly 500,000 views in the first hour, which is nuts. That's never happened to me before. It now has over 3 million views. It has over 120,000 likes. People were going crazy down in the comment section. So thank you. I'm glad to see that you're excited over Minecraft Earth. You should definitely be excited, and I'm so glad that you enjoyed my video of this brand new game that I think is going to take the world by storm. So this is what we've ended up with. This space right here is what we've got. I was considering going an extra 4 blocks down, but to be honest with you, I think this is more than big enough. I don't think we're going to need any more space than this, and I've been trying to work out now where things are going to go in my head, because even though we don't have any solid designs for things like the villager trading hall or anything like that, even though we don't have that, I'm trying to just work out how I want the room to feel. I'm starting to realize now quite how massive it is. So if we had some villagers kind of on that side over there, we then have a lot of the resources. I kind of want it to feel quite open and airy. It's all going to be white concrete. It's all going to be that cyan terracotta, very similar to the sort of stuff that we have on the inside of the base already. So if we have all of that, and then we have the villagers all on one side, kind of in like a diagonal sort of setup, almost like this, kind of coming in like that, and then I guess we have some resources and things, maybe some of the controls for some of the farms down here. I'd say we'll fill this space really quickly, and I'd say it will end up looking incredibly cool. Oh, and just so you're aware, I broke quite a lot of pickaxes during that mining session right there. I'm terrible at it. So I just thought I'd pop back over to the Storage Wars area, because it's been a few days since this has been available for the pay. Now, Impulse has paid for his, and he's collected all of his stuff. Exuma, the payment is still due for that one. Rendog just paid for his, which I feel like Rendog actually got a bit of a bad deal. I feel bad for him. But then also Scar still has to pay for his. He needs to take his one piece of stone. I have no clue why he paid 128 diamonds for that piece of stone, but whatever. And then obviously Joe Hills has already collected his. So that means that the two outstanding payments are Scar and Exhumavoid. I also thought I'd check in on the Siege of Doom area, but it looks like I might have missed out on this event here. It looks like all of the spaces have been filled. With that being said, it sounds like it's a PvP event, so I probably would have just been, you know, cannon fodder. I would have literally gone into that event and died instantly, so not much point in me signing up to those, but I'm glad to see those events happening. Anyway, back over at the base once again. I thought it'd be smart to actually build up the entrance building that is going to take us down into the villager trading hall, because, you know, I was thinking we could have a little staircase or something, or a little drop through in the actual base itself or on the island. But that seemed a little bit rubbish, and it's been ages since I've added anything to the town around the outside of my base, so it would be cool to actually chuck something in here. And I have an idea, but I have no idea if it's actually going to work. Actually, I've decided that that idea is really, really stupid. Right, let's try and think of something else. I was going to build a big villager head out of, like, white concrete and the cyan terracotta and some glass and things, but yeah, I feel like it would have looked awful and horrible. And this actually kind of pulls from what I did in the Minecraft 1.14 village. So remember that build? Well, the original, before things got crazy, my original build, it was kind of a little bit like this. We had bands, interlocking bands of different colours, all kind of sliding over one another, and I really, really like the style, and ever since building it, I've wanted to do some of it in my base, so let's see if I can do it nicely. For lighting, we need some end rods, which means that we need some chorus fruit. I finally run out, and I want to try this farm again. Okay, I want to see if I can get this thing to work. I have just warned the hermits about some potential inbound lag, and now we go. Whoa. Alright, so if I hold down the right click button, no. It doesn't seem to... No, doesn't seem interested, does it? So what should happen is it should go right the way up to the top. But either my timings are incorrect, or the server lag means that it doesn't quite function. Although I will say, I mean, when I've been on here with no people on, it does actually work. Oh, it looks like we've got some blocks being left out as well. Yeah, I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way, aren't I? Well, sort of the old-fashioned way. I mean, that is still quite satisfying. You know, making end rods is a bit of an... That's embarrassing. Okay, so there's a bunch of chorus fruit in here already. I wish I'd known about that. That's why you don't leave things. That's why you don't leave things in the output chest of your super smelters. Because you forget that they're there, obviously. I mean, look, this is where my high trade pass and my VIP room passes. What? Why did I put them in there? Why are they there? That makes zero sense. Right, I wonder how this looks. So I flew out and I thought that these bands, originally they were 3 blocks wide. I thought they looked a little bit thick. So I thought I'd change things up a tiny bit. We'd reduce the width of the bands down to 1 block wide, but then there's 2 of them directly next to one another. And then I'm making use of a few little slabs, like the quartz slabs and things, and then some glass panes to make it look a tiny bit nicer on the sides. I wonder how this looks. There's only one way to find out, I guess, and that is by doing the standard mumbo jumbo fly away and then fly towards it thing. And I would say... pretty cool. There was a police car like right outside my house. False alarm, don't worry, I'm not being arrested. But yeah, I think this building looks pretty cool. I'm fairly happy with it. Now, I'm in a bit of a tricky spot here because, as I've said multiple times throughout this episode, I'm kind of planning for something that I can't actually build yet. So, I mean, originally I was like, yeah, and then I'll be able to do the walkway into the room and we'll be able to do all that stuff. But now that I think about it, I kind of can't. Because I kind of don't know what the room is going to look like, and I don't know where anything in the room is going to be going. Oh, it's just... You have no idea how frustrating this is. It's really strange because I'm in a full-blown limbo at this point in time. Full-blown. Like, I'm so between projects. I've been thinking about this villager thing for probably about the past month. Especially when Sahara was finished, I was like, that's going to be my next project that I'm going to sink my teeth into over, say, 15, maybe 20 episodes. It's going to be huge. It's going to be important. I'm going to focus a lot of time into it, and I'm going to do it really well. So I kind of held out for that, and then I kept holding out. And kept holding out. And now we're here, and we've managed to start it, sort of, but we still can't actually do any of the villager-based things. So we currently just have a massive hole underneath the base with nothing really in it. And I have to fill it eventually once I'm able to. And I think that just about sums up this episode, really. It's been the strangest one to record for me because it's all theoretical. So it's all kind of building things for the future that I don't know what it's going to be just yet. Really, really strange. Probably one of the weirdest episodes for me to record this entire season. But anyway, I do hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please press that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later. Oh, and filming channel stuff, link will be on the end screen. You know what to do. And also, this place has gone crazy again. It continues to escalate. What on earth is going on? One.